Yes.
Storage.
Because
Didn't
Dre never actually fully finished that.
that fucking guy comes in here, half-asses shit, doesn't come back. I hope you're listening. No, I'm just kidding. Where the fuck was that?
Oh man.
Oh, get out of here.
Why are
He
these
did.
not lined up?
Oh,
Yo, what's up, Nickel? Those are lined up.
Did he not fucking mark where he put cords?
It is.
Oh, it's right where. Oh, I see him. Yep.
I was gonna say it's on the way to what's it?
Yep.
On the way to me, technically. Okay,
Yeah.
now those are lined up. I think I went one way with the other, one way with it, and then the other. He's a Satisfactory noob. You're designing a copper factory.
I got 1,000 hours in this game, and I'm still a fucking noob.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, there's no such thing as like a Satisfactory like. I don't know.
Unless you're like Total Eclipse or what's his fuck from Let's Game It Out.
No way, dude. They still fuck stuff up all the time.
Oh, for sure, yeah. You know,
they're constantly like, they'll spend like 300 hours building this massive factory, and then they'll get to the end and they'll go, oh shit, I did my math wrong.
Okay.
Oh, God.
God, Dre, what is this? Oh, I hate it. Makes my barf.
Word.
It's just going into the grinder.
Yes. Yes, it is. I looked at it one day and I was all like, oh, I'll screw with this later. And then I never did.
It's gonna need a whole fucking rework, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let's at least get it going into...
They F stuff up on purpose? No, I'm pretty sure they legit make like the same mistakes everyone else does.
What is your game here, dude? Why? Why? I know he's new, and that's why. Like, and I am going to have a fit about it.
Oh wait, no, that's not even straight. Come on.
Let's just get rid of this. No, you know what? No, let's get rid of all this. Don't need this. It's not doing anything.
Oh, you're talking about the hypertube cannons? Yeah. Hypertube cannons aren't actually that hard to set up. You just put a bunch of entrances and exits in a line, like entrance, exit, entrance, exit, entrance, exit, entrance, exit, and at the end you put an up tube or like a diagonal ramp tube or something.
Mm-hmm. So what you want is you want to build the start of a tube and have the tube come out like one space, stop, skip a space, start a new tube, have it go one space, stop, skip a space. Keep doing that. Probably like 6 times. Put an entrance on each one of them. Give them power. They do use a lot of power. So if power is a thing, don't go too ham on them. You want a little bit of space in between each one.
Yeah.
This is this is fucking
Hurting your brain to look at what he did.
yes. Whatever. What is all this? What is this? Oh, no. Why? There's so many splitters. Why are there so many splitters?
This is adorable. Mad Hatter said, I just got over 3,000 power, so I hope I'm good.
Nice. Yeah, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Totally good. Nothing bad will happen.
Yeah, nothing bad will happen at all. you're set for the rest of the game.
I'm dying.
I'll put it to you this way. This factory, this power plant I'm building right now is going to produce exactly 4,000 power, and I'm going to be rebuilding this probably like a dozen times.
Yeah. As
And
recipes come, we'll have to come and rebuild the whole damn thing.
I see your medium. Yeah, this I would call this a medium power station, and this is going to produce 4,000, and I'm going to have like a dozen of these. And that's before I get to nuclear power. Then when you get to nuclear power, then numbers start getting absurd.
Okay.
But 3 to 4,000 will hold you off for a significantly long period of time.
That's true, yeah.
You won't have to worry about power for a while, but...
Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? No. This doesn't go here. Fucking guy.
Is this straight? Am I straight? Lucid, am I straight?
I don't know. I don't know what the other end of it is. Yeah, you're straight if you got the line there.
Well, I just meant in general.
Oh, well, I mean, you have a wife. That doesn't mean much, but...
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily confirm.
Right. It's implied. The implication.
The implication.
Oh, God.
Iron bars, iron ingots? Iron ingots have no other use other than making other components. Correct.
Well, I mean, that's everything. Only has one use.
Yeah. Everything only
technically-
produces other components.
Technically, 99% of things have two uses. One is making parts, the other is making points, or components. Iron ingots are very bad at making points.
Yes.
It's fucking...
Just making sure I'm not wasting my iron bars from my iron factories to produce tickets. Yeah, I wouldn't use iron ingots.
Yeah, make something with them.
I'm assuming you mean ingots and not rods.
I'm sure, but make something with them. Like iron ingots are just absolute terrible for points. Hold on.
100%. Yeah.
Nope.
They're garbage. Wait, can I make more of these? Totally can. Okay. So that's done. Trying to invest in ladders. Ladders. Now that's iron. That's iron rods. You know.
Well, I think he's just trying to unlock them by sinking for points.
Oh. Yes. I've been tossing.
Literally make anything.
I've been tossing all the Christmas junk into the point system. Yeah, you could do that. You know,
I'm going to post a link to the wiki that will give you the points value of what everything is. Just, you know, if you care about spoilers or things that unlock later, don't look at it because it obviously shows a bunch of, or shows you all the items in the game.
Fuck.
But that will show you what is worth what.
God.
Hold control. I get that. I'm also the same way in my main game. Everything gets synced though, so it doesn't matter what it's worth.
That's good.
Oh, this should... I think I'm at like 500,000 points per minute.
Jesus. Bro, what the fuck? How'd you give me a line? That's definitely not straight.
God, I cannot wait till they add the straight for pipes.
Oh, I know, right?
Okay. Released sinking quartz.
That's straight. Okay.
Or not sinking quartz. What's it called? Storage in quartz. There we go. This place is a nightmare, and I don't really want to get into it.
Just set up an iron factory. I have iron bars and or ingots being stored at the moment, but I don't know if I'll actually need them since I have screws, rods, and plates automated. Iron ingots are essentially only used for screws, rods, and plates. There are. It's midnight in Japan. Time for bed. Damn. Yeah, go to bed. But yeah, there are rare occasions where iron ingots are used somewhere else later in the game, but that's not anything to worry about now because when you get to that point where they're needed for something else later in the game, it's not a problem. You'll be able to just throw down and get iron ingots in like half a second. Not even a big deal. Yeah, at that point, iron ingots are just like, this needs iron ingots, and you're just like, lol. As if that's a concern. I'll tell you what I normally do. So what I normally do in a factory like that is I'll have, for iron ingots, I don't normally worry about it. I just, overflow of iron ingots just goes away. I usually math out the iron ingots so that there is never any overflow. That's not for any reason other than, like, if I'm producing 240 iron ingots, I just make enough buildings that consume 240 iron ingots. But if for whatever reason you can't do that at the moment, then yeah, just toss them in the sink. You're not going to worry about it. You like to overflow everything. That's just you. That's fine too. And there's that's the nice thing about this game is there's literally like no way to do something wrong. Like, you're not doing it wrong. You're just doing it different. Like, you may look at how I'm building with all these pipes and stuff and maybe going like, ew, that looks dumb. I would do it like this.
I certainly do.
You don't like it?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, okay. You're pretty sure the math isn't mathing for your factory? There are so many times, like, even now, I'll be like, okay, cool, I know exactly what I'm doing. And then I'll get to the end and I'll just be like, I don't understand. And I'll go and look at what I did in my math, and I realize that, like, let me come over here to this building real quick. I'll show you. One of the most common screw-ups I do is I'll look at this, right? And it says 60 crude oil produces 40 fuel and 30 polymer resin. And I'll be like, that's per minute. And I'll be like, okay, great. And I'll start mathing things out. And then I'll get to the second step in my factory to where, like, it's going to turn this product into another product later down the line. And I'll start mathing and I'll say, okay, 6 crude oil produces 1 fuel, right? Because it's a 6-to-1 or it's a 6-to-4 ratio. So 6 crude oil will produce 4 fuel. And then I'll start mathing 6-to-4 down the line instead of 60-to-40. And you think to yourself, well, that doesn't matter. It's still the same ratio. Yeah, it's still the same ratio. But now the second half of your factory is, you've compensated for 10% of the output that you're actually making and then you'll turn the whole factory on, and nothing will, like, the first half will be working great, but then it'll start backing up and falling apart, and then you're like, what's going wrong? And then you'll come back here and start doing the math again, and you're just like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Why did I do it like that? Such a simple
Also,
thing.
I don't know if you answered Harold, but yes, you get a chainsaw later.
Yeah, you unlock chainsaws at some point.
And you should turn that wood and leaves into biomass.
Yes. Here, I'll actually go show you ours real quick. You won't be able to do it yet because we're using a couple of things that unlock a little bit later from you, but if you ever hopped on my server, I think you'd have a good laugh. No, I wouldn't. I would be all like, yep, this looks like everyone's first.
Yeah, everyone's first base is awful.
Everyone's first base is a spaghetti mess.
And that's okay. Embrace the spaghetti.
Oh, yeah.
Learn what works for you.
Even early game, like, you can't make things super pretty.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how good you are at the game at the beginning, it always looks like trash. Because you can't do it any other way. Here, I'll show you our biomass setup. And it's not the best, but it is good.
Enough.
Yeah. I'm sure there are quote-unquote more optimal ways to do it.
Where the hell does this tube go?
Which one?
Fucking the one over here in the courts. It goes through the factory and just keeps going. Fucking hypertube.
It probably goes to the oil production that I'm working on.
Oh, I see. Here it is. Okay. Home. Oh.
All right, cool. So this is what I've got for our biomass. I've got storage containers for leaves and storage containers for wood, right? Then those feed into separate constructors that turn the leaves into biomass and the wood into biomass. Then those combine into a double tall container. You unlock these later. That have 2 inputs and 2 outputs into a single container. So I'm storing a buttload of this biomass. That stuff comes out of here, goes to a splitter to constructors that turn biomass into solid biofuel. That is then also going to its own double-sized container. So that fills up. And then that comes out to our biomass burners.
Which is currently doing nothing because we don't need them.
They're currently not running. The nice thing for the biomass burners is they only run if you require power. So, how do I supply the leaves and woods manually? Yeah, you have to go cut it down and then bring it in here manually and throw it in the bucket. That's why they're storage containers with nothing coming in. I just have little signs on them: leaves, wood. So if you go out and you're like doing this number, cleaning stuff up or whatever.
Unfortunately, there's no way to automate like leaves and wood.
Yeah, you cannot automate the input of leaves and wood. Right?
You can turn, like, wood is the best. Well, technically, alien biomass is the best, but that's a huge waste of alien biomass.
Yeah, alien biomass is much better used for like medical.
Yeah, you can turn them into DNA samples and then sync those DNA samples for a lot of points.
Oh yeah, for sure. Damn it. Yoink.
Bye-bye.
Dodge that by jumping in the tube. But yeah, the supply of leaves and woods has to be manual. So that's why I make giant containers and I make big storage, like, like turning it into biofuel, that's a storage container that fills up. Turning it into solid biomass, biomass, solid biofuel, those two steps. I have big storage containers to store a lot of that up, so that it just sits there and does nothing 99% of the time.
It also has a really good return, so you'll have a lot of biofuel.
Oh yeah, you build that up real quick.
Yeah, especially if you're like me and you put summer sloops in your
Yeah,
biomass generation.
I do.
Okay. What was I doing? Oh, crystal oscillators. Right.
All right. Anyway, so back over here. Did I connect all the pipes? Nope. Almost. That looks good. That's connected. That's 2. That's all good. I think we're done over here.
Nice.
Edit this.
Oh, that's a lot of steel. Beams.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
Why is there still only 66? What is happening? Crystal. What's crystal? Oh, no. No! I'm gonna shoot Dre when I get over there.
Okay, cool.
Fucking guy.
What do you do?
It's fucking, him and me. I put the raw quartz into, Dimensional Depot thinking it was a quartz crystal.
Oh. Well.
I'm like, huh, that's weird. Whatever. God, I hate this. Okay, we need to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Is this just raw crystal? Oh my god.
What?
Ah!
What causes a fuse to blow on your bio burner so often? So, the fuses are not specific to a building. The fuses are your entire power infrastructure. So, if your fuse is blowing, you don't have enough power. What you'll have to do in that case... well, this isn't a good example. I don't have power hooked up out here, so I can't show you. Come over to this one. The fuses are universal, so you can go to any power pole that you have in the entire game, as long as the whole thing is interconnected, and you'll have the switch to flip it. You don't have to go find the building that's shut down. What the problem most likely is that your consumption is periodically exceeding your max production, and in that case, that just shuts off. Speaking of which, we just lost power. How did we do that?
Oops. Stand by for reconnection.
What did you do?
There was a power battery here. I just deleted it. Apparently, you should have power again.
Hey, there we go. I was sitting here staring at this thing, and my capacity goes from like 3,000 down to 600, and I was all like, "What the fuck? What did you do?"
I was like, "Why is there a battery up here? I'm just gonna get rid of that." And I didn't hear any sounds. I was like, "Cool." And you're like, "What? We just lost power?"
Yeah. I technically did not lose power because I also have power production out here. So, and it was enough to run what's here.
Yeah.
But I was disconnected from the grid. That's for sure.
Light control panel out here. We might lose power again. Give me 1 second.
But yeah, what you'll want to look for is.
Did you lose power over there?
No.
You probably did. No.
No.
You check.
No.
All good.
I didn't.
Okay.
Let me check the power. Let me see if you disconnect me from the grid. Yeah, you will slowly learn that sound effect will become your nightmare. No, we're good.
Yeah.
That.
It, it affects me when I'm watching someone stream, and then I hear that and I have like a PTSD. It's like, oh, what happened? Oh, that was me.
Yeah, that was someone else. Yeah. And don't worry, everyone goes through a time portion of their first Satisfactory game where they're just constantly fighting electricity because they can't figure it out. That's standard. Don't feel bad. It's a nightmare. That's
Later
like,
in the way.
let me show you this. When you get to this level of electricity, and I'm taking crude oil, converting it to fuel, and then burning the fuel for power, right? So the crude oil to fuel recipe also produces polymer resin. The thing to keep in mind here is you have to do something with this polymer resin. You have to. If you leave the polymer resin here and you don't do anything with it, the polymer resin will stack up in the machine, reach the maximum quantity that the machine can hold, and now it won't produce any fuel because it can't get rid of the polymer resin. So as you can see, I've got all these low-end belts piping all my polymer resin to a point sink, to an awesome sink, to destroy the polymer resin. I'm also storing polymer resin because it is useful later, but... Ugh.
Okay, let's plan.
Alright, I think I'm going to turn this on now. Oh, no, I'm not. Never mind, I'm stupid. I actually have to plug in the fuel generators, don't I? It's weird. The fuel generators like to be hooked up to the power grid, too.
Weird.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay, we want quartz crystal. And silica. Figure out how much of what. Weird number to come out of that. Okay.
Yep. Oh no, that's too close. What? How did I do this? That's one past. Yeah, okay, that's correct.
Yeah, that's marked too. Same pure, isn't it?
Cool. So. There, okay. Could not see the power pole for the life of me. I'm like, I know it's here. I just put it down a minute ago. Okay, so these two poles need to be plugged into each other. Yeah, makes a big grid there. Yeah, that sound effect was the bane of your existence for the first couple of days. Yes, yes, it visits you in your dreams. Okay, so that makes a big circuit. Completely unnecessary, but cool. Alright, I think I can plug this in? Wait, no I can't. Aha!
Oh, what the fuck?
This thing needs power. Walls. With a wall. There. Proof point wall power connector. Plug into that. Other side. There. Perfect. Now that's plugged in. All of these are plugged in. I also have a tendency of building my factories like this, guys, where I'll build out the entire factory, all the input, all the output, all the different steps of like converting to different materials and whatever, but plug absolutely nothing into electricity. This is just me personally. Lucid may do it differently, but and then once I've got the factory built, I give it a once over to make sure that everything looks correct, and then I'll plug the factory in. Because it never fails. You'll start like half building your factory and then realize you made a mistake, but the first half is running, so now you have to tear down chunks of it, but now your inventory is full of like iron ingots and shit. Because it's been producing iron ingots for like the last 30 minutes. Alright, we are on. Oil's coming in. Is it making it here? Hello? There we go. Took it a second. These machines should kick on. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. I made a mistake.
Ouch.
I forgot to tell them what to make. So these machines are getting crude oil and just being like, alright, I got the crude oil, now what?
Mission accomplished.
Crude oil obtained. It had no idea to turn it into fuel. Okay, so that's... Okay, these are all making fuel. Fuel is filling up the fuel pipes. That's my crude oil on my other pipe. And filling everything up. Good. These are producing plastic or polymer resin. Oh, that's good. All of these have fuel in them. fuel power is almost perfectly running. It's still going through its initial turn on stuff, but it's pretty stable. What's going on over here? Are you mad? Maybe I'll do this. I'll turn the fuel generators off. I can't do that. They don't work like that anymore. Oh, they stabilized? Yeah, I think they've stabilized now. Alright, cool. Now we're overproducing by almost 4,000 megawatts. Excellent.
Nice. Is that wrong?
Alright, and once we open up tier 2 belts, I'll be able to double this easily. They'll just build a second. Slug the crude oil. Probably got like 20 or 30 minutes left.
Yep, I am just wrapping up this quartz shit.
I'm on my
Not a
way
whole
to
lot
the
you
quartz.
Not a whole lot you can do with quartz.
No, it's basically turned it into the silica and the raw quartz, or the quartz crystal, I mean.
Yeah, we are up to 80,000 points per minute.
Does that door not work?
Wait, nope.
There we go. Weird, it was set to always open, but the door wasn't showing that it was open.
Ah.
You put the corners on these poles at the end?
Talking about the, oh, yeah, I did generally do, but I hadn't done those.
Don't make it look pretty, man. Come on.
Yeah, I saw someone do this with the... Oh shit, you're here.
Hi.
I thought you were at the other base.
Oh.
Even though you said you were on your way here.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Functional. Symmetrical. Beautiful.
Erotic.
Nothing against Drew. I was giving him shit.
My shit's symmetrical out at my fuel power plant.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's go judge it.
Judge my fuel power.
Yes. Oh, this is not on.
Not plug it in?
I unplugged it apparently. Stand by. Go.
Zoop.
Is that your fuel over there?
Yeah, right back here.
This is a lot of water. Why do you have so much water? Or is this oil?
This is water.
Why do you have so much water?
Because it needed a lot.
For what? Oh, coal over there. Okay.
Yeah. Coal consumes a shitload of water.
Yeah. Ooh, look at all the piping. Piping's really nice.
Yeah, dude.
Why, may I ask, do you use so much piping? Just because it looks good?
Yeah. Versus what? Like combining them all into one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so I can get like this wide swath of like piping that looks kind of neat.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. Like I could.
Yeah.
They're all producing 40, so I guess I could have pumped it into like 3 pipes.
Yeah.
Divvied it all up, but. Nah.
You know, I'm leaning more into the aesthetics of building. Like having the clutter makes a factory feel more like a factory.
Yeah. Me
Like,
too.
My builds, they're nice and clean. You know, they're easy to walk around, but they're boring. Like,
Yeah, I used
not
to
a lot
do.
going on.
I used to do this where I would like pipe this all into 3 pipes, or I'd wait until I get tier 2 pipes and put it into 1 pipe.
Right.
And spread it all out that way. And then I was all like, or I could just have every pipe and just use up a lot of pipes. And it looks neat.
Yeah.
The other benefit I've noticed of doing a system like this that has more belts and or more pipes is it's easier to see if one machine is giving you a problem.
Yes.
Because you'll notice one pipe isn't pumping the way the others are, and you can trace it back to its root machine and figure out what you screwed up.
And like mine, where you have to literally climb into a bowl of spaghetti to figure out where the one uncooked noodle is.
Oh god. Because yeah, if I had one pipe that was holding like 600 fuel, and then I needed to figure out like instead of holding 600, it was doing 540, and then I had to figure out where the 60 missing fuel was coming from. I'd have to like go to each machine and trace it down.
Yeah.
And like this physically does take up more space, but
Right.
space is absolutely not an issue in this world.
True. Very true.
You can build.
So
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so for like your main save where you're on the turbo fuel and you're putting up 40, 50 fuel generators, are you still running a lot of pipes?
No.
Or are you combining more?
No. I'm doing more combining. I'm still running a lot of pipes.
Right.
But like for example, on the line where I'm doing, I'll want to show it to you eventually. But on the line where I'm doing, turbo fuel to the actual fuel generators, that one, I think is just a single pipe that goes on for like fucking miles.
Right.
Gotta do this. There we go. That looks better.
I do a lot of single pipes, like especially my turbo fuel, and the biggest problem with it is that fluid buffers very differently than
Yes.
like belts.
I have learned that doing my turbo fuel.
Yeah.
Because it wants to like almost 100% fill up a section of pipe before it starts going to the next section. Even if it's like gravity fed.
Yeah. And the problem is if you don't do it, I mean, even if you do it right, it still pulls from both directions.
Yes.
Like, so if you have one pipe that's going all the way to the end, and that second to last fuel gen is pulling from both directions, which means if you don't have enough flow through, it's going to starve the generator next to it.
Yes.
And it's a pain in the ass.
It's really hard to get your turbo fuel factory to like run all the generators it mathematically should be able to support.
Yeah.
Like
And
the only
you
real way
can't
to do it,
overproduce.
yeah, the only real way to do it would be to do it this way with like a fuckload of pipes.
Yeah. I have incorporated the water tower uh, into all of my pipe setups so
Right.
that it has that pressure always pushing forward to minimize sloshing.
Yeah, see, that's what I did in mine. Is I'm producing. I did a vertical tower.
Mm.
Um, well, are you at a stopping point?
Yeah.
Okay, here, let's just switch. Let me
Oh,
save.
okay.
I'll just load up my single player game and I'll show you what I did.
Yeah.
I built a tower. Ow. I built a tower and did all of my like fuel and turbo fuel production in this tower with the turbo fuel all the way at the top. And then I piped all my turbo fuel to the bottom of the tower and out across the ocean to the actual fuel power, to the fuel
Right.
generators. All right, you should be able to join.
Okay. Did you turn off multiplayer in yours so I'd stop joining you randomly?
I don't think so. I think I turned it back on. Although I'll
It's not
check.
showing me your game.
Manage session. Crossplay open for friends.
Why am I not seeing you?
Let me. I'll just DM this to you anyway. In case.
Oh, now it shows you.
Okay. Yeah, you want to come over towards the hab or the hub,
Okay.
whatever.
Getting killed a lot? Try bringing a weapon. Where the? Tab. Okay.
Like you should see me on your compass.
Yeah.
I would be north of you, I guess.
Yep.
I just saw you leap off of some hill.
Did not have the liquid biofuel, so I didn't make it across the canyon.
Oh yeah, you should be able to pick some up though. It's
Yeah,
in
it's all
the.
good.
Hey, what's up? Oh God, your big head. Jeez. Jesus. All right, jump into that tube.
Stupid.
Then over here into the far right tube. And this is a very long tube. Because it goes from Green Hills all the way out
Oh yeah.
to my Phase 3 factory, which is North Desert. But it has a good view the whole way, which is nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I've managed to fix a lot of my problems in my turbo fuel factory, but
Yeah.
I think the big one I'm having now is just the like the liquid pressure through a single pipe to try to
Hmm.
feed like 80 something fuel generators.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
just
it took forever for me to get mine to where it was operating properly.
Mine still
I
doesn't operate properly, but it operates at like I don't know 85% of what I think it should.
it it may get there eventually. It'll just take a long time for it to buffer.
My hypertube manifold, essentially, yeah, it's a hypertube like bus station. Every tube in the game leads back there. Well, not every tube, but you can reach every tube from there.
That's what I plan on doing in the red forest, bamboo forest.
Oh God, I hate that place.
I've carpet bombed and cleared out a huge, nice area.
Awesome.
Killed all the critters.
Yeah, this is my phase 3 factory for all those watching who've not seen it before. It built all 3 of my phase 3 parts all in one place.
Nice.
All these subsidiary buildings that help put it together, and then the central building that actually built the parts. Okay, so you're gonna come out of the pipe, and then you're gonna go into this pipe. And this takes us to turbo fuel.
It's the same fucking spot. It is. I put my phase 3 plant here too.
Did you?
Yeah. How weird.
I'm gonna put my phase 4 plant out in the yellow desert, way in the northeast. Because there's just so much fucking material out there.
Yeah. I was looking at it the other day. I was like, what am I going to put out here? And I was like, probably something big.
Go through that waterfall. Alright, there's my turbo fuel factory.
Damn, dog. That's really red. A red light here? What's going on? Oh,
Yeah,
there is.
there's a red light right above us. Yeah, this is producing... What is this producing? Some kind of super coal? Compacted coal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's all my compacted
It's yellow.
coal.
It's not using enough.
Yeah, it's just overproducing.
Yeah.
Then this is my actual turbo fuel. Where it's producing the turbo fuel. But yeah, as you can see, there's just a single fuel pipe coming in here. For each, well, a single fuel pipe for each side.
Wait, did I go up too high?
I think you did.
Oh.
Go down.
I was like, my God, why do you have a coal factory here?
Because I think I'm overproducing. I was trying to compensate for the overproduction of compacted coal.
Okay, that all comes out.
Yeah, look at that fucking nightmare of fuel generators
Yeah.
out there.
See, let me out. Oh. It's all worth it.
Yeah. And
Yeah, damn, dude.
yeah, the vast majority of them are burning. It's just at the very end. There's like 6 or 8 at the very end that aren't on all the time.
Yeah. Do you have them connected at the end? Each side?
You mean to each other?
Yeah.
I think so. Let me go to the end. Take a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, the package turbo fuel is right at the base of the tower. There should be a package in it.
Oh, here's your problem. Or a problem. You don't have these machines connected.
Like what?
You have, this.
What the fuck?
Same on the other side.
Wait, no, I unplugged them for a reason, I think.
Probably because they were not getting enough fuel. It was causing a lot of shutdowns.
Probably.
Yeah, because this doesn't. Oh, it does. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, this one's back to. I think he might have been waiting for them to fill up.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, I was waiting for him to overflow.
Yeah.
To get to be too much. Okay, hold on.
That is kind of what I had to do to mine. I had to shut off the ones at the end so the rest of them would fill up.
Okay. And now that there's a ton of extra fuel, it should start pushing further down the line. Okay. But yeah, mathematically, it's supposed to be able to support this fuel generator.
Yeah. And it probably will in several hours.
Yeah, yeah. But like initially, when I first built this, I had made some stupid decisions. Like I was like, I'm gonna make one side slightly more powerful than the other, because I was like, I can put 2 more, I don't know, fuel refineries on one side of my factory than I could on the other. So I was like, well, that'll make more turbo fuel on that side of the factory. But so it means I can make more fuel generators on that side of the factory. And that was just a really dumb idea. So I just scrapped all that. I ended up taking all that out, and that fixed it. And then I found some belts that were the wrong size. That fixed a lot of problems. So, like, there was that one day where I reached out to you like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, I'm having so many issues.
Help.
And then I found like 5 or 6 of them, like within an hour.
Yeah.
And that fixed a lot of issues, but I think now it's just a matter of it needs time to fill up.
Yeah. Yeah, these are slowly coming up.
Yeah. But I'd also like done my math wrong on how much power I was producing, and I thought I was going to produce like 70% more power than I actually am.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how my math was so off.
Right.
But I was like, I'm going to be producing like 70,000 megawatts out here, and I'm actually producing like 40. Yeah, this is just compacted coal. Oh, you know what it was? Is I had room on the roof for coal factories.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, well, I'm overproducing compacted coal, so screw it. I'll just put some coal generators in.
Makes sense. Yeah, I built my turbo fuel and then unlocked several recipes and then had to rebuild turbo fuel factory. Like double the output on the same nodes.
Move your mic.
My bad.
It's all good. But yeah, I think this is using the highest end turbo fuel. No, it's using the second best turbo fuel recipe. Because the best turbo fuel recipe would take up like twice as much space to build the factory. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use the second best. It's fine.
Ooh. Ow.
Like, I think I could have... I think that may have been where I screwed up with my power output math, because I think I mathed originally with the better recipe.
Oh, yeah.
For outgoing power.
Mm-hmm.
And then I converted everything to this new recipe, which uses like half as much stuff, but also produces like only 60% of the power.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got to come in here one of these days and like make my phase 3 factory pretty the way I had intended, because I wanted to like wall everything off.
Yeah.
Put windows and support columns and stuff like that, but After I built it, I was like, I need a fucking break.
Yeah. Yep. I was well cooked by the time I was done with all that shit.
I remember mathing out how much copper wire I was gonna have to make, and I was all like, I have to make like 2,800 copper wire per minute. And I was just like, oh my god. I think that took me like just the copper wire took me like 3 or 4 hours.
Jesus.
And I was like, this is like step one.
Yeah.
Out of like a 12-step factory. What's funny is I think the turbo fuel power factory is going to give me just enough power so that I can build nuclear power and get that started.
Yeah.
But like I was trying to do the math on the power that I was going to need for my next factory, and I'm like, this turbo fuel factory isn't even scratching the surface. Like I have to get nuclear. And then I started looking at the power consumption that nuclear uses just to get going, and I was like,
Yeah.
I think I've got enough. But I wanted to unlock everything first because I wanted to do the uranium to plutonium conversion first.
Right.
I'm like, why burn uranium in your nuclear power plant when you can just convert it to plutonium? It's like 20 times more powerful.
Yeah.
Well, hey man, thanks for checking it out.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully it bounces out eventually.
Oh, it should.
I mean, assuming because I think you have twice as many as I have, and I've slugged all of my generators.
Yeah,
and eventually it did.
I think only a couple of things out there have slug. I think the crude oil creation is slugged, but I think that's it.
Yeah. Damn, this is a long hypertube.
Yeah, the one that goes back to the hab. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm watching your icon.
I'm getting there. I got the geyser things unlocked, and I was checking those out. That's a shitload of oil that comes out of those.
Oh yeah, like one geyser thing is producing like exactly 600 output.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the one I was looking at was like over 1,000, like all combined. I was like, I can turn this into my turbo fuel factory.
Yeah, it's weird that the pumped geysers produce so much more liquid.
Yeah.
Or gas or whatever, but
yeah. Oh, here I come. Oh Lord, he coming.
Bloop.
All right, that was fun.
All right, man. Well,
congrats, Nickel.
Yeah, definitely. Getting that finally finished is awesome.
Yeah.